1 and 2 and 1 and 2. That's it. It's Tighten Up Tuesday on Aiden in the Arvo.
Friend of the show, Aaron Buchan. How you doing, mate?
Pretty good, Aiden. Yourself?
I'm good.
Awesome, man.
Did this hot weather affect you? Are you still running marathons and triathlons and whatnot?
Well, I did a 2-hour bike ride this morning and an hour run off the bike, so it was pretty hot, man. It was definitely hot. It took toll this afternoon. I was a bit like you, a bit sleepy.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier that this heat makes me sleepy. I can't imagine. How far did you do? On the 2 hours on the bike, how far do you get that far?
Oh, it's about a 40k, so it's just a bit of a spin today. A bit of recovery spinning, so it was an easy one.
That's a light one.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, we get you in each Tuesday to sort of talk fitness, talk health, and get the people of Adelaide in shape.
Sure.
So we're talking about sort of a few different topics today, a few different lifestyle type topics.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Definitely.
what do we got?
Yeah, so we're talking about sleep. I want to talk to you guys about sleep. I want to talk about like hydration. That's an important part of a lifestyle factor.
Sure.
And I want to talk about breathing as well. That's really important as well. Getting that diaphragm pumping.
All right, well, let's kick it off with sleep, something that I have struggled with in the past. I'm
Sure.
not a good sleeper.
Sure.
And I guess that does play a lot into your fitness levels.
It's huge because, look, a general sleeping time should be 10 to 6, okay? A lot of people, they're not sleeping in these times. What we call this is your circadian cycles.
Yep.
Okay, so this is your sleep-wake cycles. So if people are not sleeping in between 10 and 6 a.m., all right, so they're starting to miss out on crucial, like, repair of their body between 10 and 2 and more psychological effect between 2 and 6 a.m.
Interesting. Okay.
So their sleep-wake cycles, right, they work with the hormones in the body. So if we're talking about like cortisol,
Yep.
it starts to get released in the morning, and then melatonin at night time.
So you need hours before midnight and hours after midnight to get different levels of different hormones and different things.
Exactly right. So I get so many people that come to me and they go, well, look, I sleep from like 12 till 6 or 12
Till like 7 or 8
to 8
or
o'clock
so.
or something
Yeah.
like that. So that's pretty common, but they're missing out on the physical like repair of the body.
Interesting.
Right, so if they're getting to sleep at at 12, they're going to bed too late, and they're starting to miss out on the physical like repair of the body, right? And then that's going to take a big part when they wake up. They're not refreshed.
Yeah.
Right, so it's important to be jumping out of bed and feel like you've had a good night's sleep, so you obviously can set your day up. So that's really important.
And that,
definitely.
And that weighs into your energy levels to exercise and do things throughout the day, obviously.
Yeah, well, like most importantly, right, if they're not sleeping in these like crucial times, right, and the cortisol is all like disrupted, okay, example like in the afternoons, what are they going to be going for? They're going to be going for obviously like stimulants, like coffee or like sugary sort of stuff. So
or Cadbury cream eggs that I mentioned before.
yeah, definitely right. And if we're talking about Tighten Up Tuesday, right,
Yeah.
it's a big part of obviously tightening up. Obviously, like to tighten up, you need to drop your body fat percentage and obviously like tone up. So a big part of it is going to be like the lifestyle factors. So obviously,
I think we think about sleeping for kids a lot. Like you're always like, you need your 7 till 7, 12 hours, but we don't really think about ourselves very often.
exactly.
And how important it is for adults as well.
Exactly right. So if we're thinking about trying to get our sleep-wake cycles in sync, 10 to 6 is absolutely crucial.
Right. Okay.
Absolutely crucial.
I'm not too far off that. Where I usually go to bed about 10:30 and usually get up about 7.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not too bad.
That's good. Look, 10:30, I would say at the absolute latest time.
Okay.
Absolute late. But that's
all right, Mum. In my bedtime.
It's not just like in bed though, like reading a book at 10:30, right? It's actually asleep.
Give or take.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So you mentioned as well hydration. Obviously, this is something that's really important at the moment with all the heat.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Look, so it is important, but look, just to keep it simple, I normally say to my clients, look, 2 to 3 litres per day is essential.
Of water?
Of water, yeah, definitely. And that's not including like coffee or people say like San Pellegrino, something like that, sparkling water. That's not going to cut it, right? So
2 to 3 litres.
Yep.
How many cups is that? Is that 8 cups? I've heard that talked about before.
Well, I wouldn't go by cups because it depends how big your cup is, right?
True, but like I don't really measure how many litres in my...
Well, it's a good idea just to get a bottle, right?
Okay.
If it's a 1 litre bottle, 2 litre bottle, and say, look, I've drank 2 of these or 3 of these a day. So that's probably the best thing to do.
Hit one up before lunch, one after lunch, one in the evening.
Exactly, exactly right. So 2 to 3 litres, but look, the most important thing is the quality of the water, right? So many people come to me and they go, yeah, I drink 2 to 3 litres of tap water. Right, if we're talking about, again, tightening up...
Are you implying that I need to go to the Himalayas to get the most pure water in the world or something?
Not quite, Aiden, but look, pretty close. Look, tap water is a big no-no. I'll tell you why, because the chemicals are going to kill all your digestive enzymes in your stomach.
Okay.
So if we're talking about tightening up, you don't want that, right? So I recommend, look, so most people, they'll say either Puritap or something like that. Look, that's okay.
Like a filter.
Yeah, like a filter, so you take out all those chemicals. But if you're drinking something like Puritap, I recommend putting a sea salt into that. Right?
Okay.
So the sea salt is going to put the salts up so it absorbs into the cells more and gives you like more hydration.
Does that make you thirsty, though, with the salts?
You can't taste the salt.
Okay.
That's what everyone says to me. It's going to taste too salty. I don't like it. But look, if you just put a little pinch of sea salt, I would say like a pink sea salt or something like that, that's going to be like your best bet. If we're talking about like next level, so what I recommend is, it's called the Kangen like water arms machine. So that's a really good one as well if you want to take it to the next level.
Okay, right. We've got a little bit still to get through. We need to talk about breathing.
Yeah, breathing's a real important one, Aiden. So most people are not breathing correctly, and I get everyone into the gym for an assessment, and one of the tests I do is a breathing test, right?
So if they've walked through the door, surely they're breathing. Anyone who's not breathing is not walking through the door.
Yeah, they're breathing, but they're not breathing correctly, right? So it's such an important technique to start to teach so we can start to change some like motor patterns and get you breathing correctly. And I suppose like the biggest reason that we do get them breathing correctly, and I just told you like before in the break, that like the diaphragm, it's like a pump. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
And that stomach is like a pond. If that pump's not pumping properly, that pond will go stagnant, storing fats and toxins and slowing down your digestive system.
Okay.
So it is super important that we get you breathing correctly.
Okay. Run us through. How should I be breathing?
All right. So, yeah, like generally, if you're driving like right now, keep your hands on the wheel. But I would generally say, right, put your hand on your diaphragm. Okay. So this is like just under your chest.
I'm going to kill the music so that we can hear this. Okay, so I've got my hand here. Yep, about there.
On your diaphragm, a bit lower than that.
A bit lower, okay.
Yep, keep going all the way down, under your ribs there.
Oh, okay,
right
there, under the ribs.
That's it, like pop your other hand on your chest, up the top here.
Yep.
Right, so I want you to breathe in through the nose, right? As you breathe in through the nose, push your belly out like a big full belly. Then exhale, let your belly sink in. And again, breathe in, push your belly out. Good. So you should be starting to feel your belly start to push out, right?
Okay.
But, okay, I seen your chest lifting up there a bit, right? So
you're looking at my chest?
Oh, I thought you hadn't done those buttons for a reason.
It's a hot day. Okay, so...
Yep, so as you're breathing through the nose, I want you to push your belly button like right out, like a big full stomach. And then as you exhale, it just sinks back down into your spine. Breathe in through your nose. And then exhale. Good. Look, a lot of people I get to practice or to start off, they can't do it properly, right? So it's I suppose like a new like motor pattern they need to teach themselves.
Okay, and this isn't just like when you're exercising, you're talking like 24/7.
I would generally say start before you incorporate it into your training because the diaphragm's a muscle, right? So we have to train it to work correctly. It does like work with the inner unit, the core part as well. But first of all, you have to get it functioning properly, right? So what I suggest, if you weren't too good at that breathing technique, I recommend practice it twice a day, okay, like at night before you go to bed for 3 minutes, in the mornings when you wake up again for 3 minutes. Easy. So it's a perfect training technique. Right, just practice that breathing in through the nose, push the belly out like a full stomach, right? And then as you exhale, it just sinks down into the spine. It's a great thing to do before you go to bed as well. If you are having, obviously, sleeping problems, it's going to help you get to bed. Yeah, it helps you to relax and get to bed a lot easier as well.
All right, we've covered a bit to do with lifestyle today. We've talked about sleeping, just to rehash. Just quick sum up.
Yep. So look, sleeping essential. Times to be sleeping 10 till 6 in the morning. And I did say as well, so this is asleep by 10 o'clock, right?
Yep.
10:30 at the latest, all right? But look, essentially as well, about an hour like before bed, try to put your phone down, turn your TV off, any sort of like stimulants, anything like that is going to obviously activate that cortisol, and it's going to cause you not to sleep. So it's important to put all them things away, especially if you're not getting to bed by 10 o'clock. If it is new, it generally can take probably a couple weeks to get into that cycle as well.
And hydration, we need roughly 2 to 3 litres per day.
2 to 3 litres a day. Look, if you're drinking coffee and stuff like that, probably a tiny bit extra, I would say.
And we need the water to be pure.
Yeah, it's got to be a good quality, no tap water. Cut that out. If it's pure tap, put sea salt in, or you can look at other, I suppose, aspects if you want to take it to the next level as well.
And breathing that we just heard from the diaphragm.
Breathing from the diaphragm, essential. Practice it twice a day for 3 minutes at night, 3 minutes in the morning.
Aaron Buchan, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me again, mate. It's been awesome.
Where can we push people?
Look, check out my website. You can go to my website, aaronbuchan.com.
Head over there. Do you want to spell it for everyone, just in case?
Yep. Buchan.
And we will catch up with you next week. Thanks, mate.
Thanks so much, man.